in the land, for the heavens had been shut. No rain had fallen for years, the earth was dry and worn. Fields were empty, rivers and streams had dried up, bread was found no more. In the town of Zarephath, a widow walked alone. No husband's voice beside her now, no harvest she could own. Only a little jar of flour and only a small oil left, enough for just one final meal from her weary hands of toil. She gathered sticks beneath the sun for a fire that soon would fade. One last bread for her and her son, then the hunger's heavy shade. But as she walked toward her small home, a stranger called her near. Please bring me a little water and a piece of bread to eat. She soft bread to me, soft bread to me. She stopped and spoke with honest pain, her voice both tired and mild. As the Lord your God lives, I have nothing baked, only a handful of flour in a jar and a little oil in a jug. I am gathering a few sticks to make a meal for me and my son that we made and then died. But the prophet answered gently, words of faith instead of fear. Do not be afraid, make a small loaf for me first, then one for you and your child. For this is what the Lord has said, the jar of flour will not be used up, the jug of oil will not run dry until the Lord sends rain again. Trust the Lord. We will trust the Lord. Give in faith. We will give in faith. She could have closed her door that day, guarding what remained. But faith sometimes begins to move when reason says refrain. So she baked the bread in trembling hope, shared the little she had left. A widow's meal, a prophet's need, an act of simple trust. And the jar of flour did not empty, the jug of oil did not run dry. Meal after meal, day after day, God kept his quiet supply. Who provides? The Lord provides. Who sustains? The Lord sustains. God does not measure gifts like men by size or weight or gold. He looks at hearts that trust his word when the cupboards feel too cold. A little in the hands of fear will always feel too small, but a little in the hands of God can feed a house through it all.
Sometimes the miracle begins when we release our bread.
Sometimes provision starts to flow when faith moves first instead. The widow who gave her final meal did not lose what she had. Her empty jar became a witness of the promise God had said. When we share the little we hold, God multiplies the rest. For heaven sees the smallest gift given in faithful trust. Will God provide? Yes, he provides. Will we lack?
No, we will not lack.
The God who saw widow's tears still sees each hidden need. He knows the hunger of the heart, the silent prayers we plead. And when we place our little into his faithful hand, the jar of flour will not run dry by God's eternal plan. The widow who gave her last meal never lacked again, never lacked again, never lacked again.